they're a better three-point shooting team than the Dubs. This will be a challenge.
They've still been playing well offensively without Joel Embiid. And this is one of the teams that runs pick and roll the most. And usually when they're scoring out of pick and roll, which they do usually, you got the lineups.
Seth Curry with Tyrese Maxey, Matisse Thybulle, Andre Drummond, and Georges Niang.
It's the ball handler that's scoring. It's Tyrese Maxey, who's had an amazing last 7 games. Curry from going to the rim.
Wanted to finish on Doc Rivers for a second. When you see 1,000 wins, only 10 guys have ever accomplished that. And that is tremendous. Doc obviously has a championship. Seth Curry, the elbow jumper. He's at 50, 40, 90.
They're very close to that because Looney's just sagging so far off Andre Drummond.
50% from the field, 40% on threes, 90% from the line. And Steph Curry right down the lane.
It's just the movement without the ball. He's got time.
Great box out on Drummond. Looney running the floor. And Stephen Curry saw that play. Draymond dropping the free throw in. Gabriel Iglesias.
All movement does for you. It just puts the defense in tough positions. And that's one thing I think Coach Curry has done such a good job of. He wants perfection. Thybulle screen. Both Steph and Jordan Poole are there.
All right, so you ready to play like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon? So Seth Curry, who is Doc's son, right? Connection number 1.
This is going to get tricky.
Seth is married to Doc's daughter, connection number 2. Then you've got the connections tonight.
That's a lot to follow.
There's D. Lee.
It's a family affair.
Steph wide open three. That's a good sign because the way Toronto played it, a little miscommunication. The great defender Thybulle on the step around and finish. Matisse Thybulle is becoming a 3-and-D guy par excellence.
Well, the pass was just a little high. That kind of gave the defense time to get there.
And Seth Curry flipping it in and drawing the foul.
Yeah, you want to go hard against your brother because you're going to have bragging rights. You're going to have to hear it from him later if he kills you.
So Seth Curry off to a beautiful begin. And here comes Maxey. Running right with him. I tell you, Philly, you know, they have, other than, you know, getting Ben.
He's in the 20s from the three-point line. Now he's high 30s, last 7 games, 43% from three-point range, and he's really getting pick and rolls, and he loves his floaters.
GP2 and Bjelica have checked in. Georges Niang hitting from the wing.
Well, that was their ball name. He's got some shake in his game. He's got some handle.
Seth Curry.
The hesitation is what froze the
defensively. Who can provide the lifeline here?
Go back to the post with Wiggins.
Shot clock at 7. Bjelica the cutting Draymond. They were both on the same page. That was perfect. Score in his first 8 minutes. Danny Green's been doing that forever. Catch and shoot threes. Usually for elite playoff teams. The carry is when an official sees that the ball come to rest. You can put your hand under the ball and then dribble on top of it, but the ball can't come to rest. Danny Green.
Well, it started with the drive from Shake Milton.
Miles Bridges has staked his claim for the big most improved season.
And it's not just about scoring when you talk about most improved. It's interesting as Steph has some trouble. Warriors are trying to move it around. When Tyrese Maxey is not on the floor, they're so much worse. And they're so much better with him on the floor with their offensive production. Plays more like a 2 even at Kentucky. He's one of those guys that shows you can have success early in your career if you only go to school for 1 year at Kentucky.
So a couple throwaways, this time Drummond. Isaiah Joe has checked in, and come on now. Furkan Korkmaz and the Warriors turning it over, and Danny Green. I mean, he and Seth Curry are 18 of Philly's 27.
He just tracked that one right out of Stephen's hands.
Well, that's the big difference between these teams. One team turns it over, the other team doesn't. Porter Jr., that's a much-needed 3. You know, you can keep doing it. It's early, it's early, it's early. Philly has just outplayed the Warriors for a good 10 minutes.
Got to lock back in if you're the Warriors. Go ahead and wake up. Match their intensity.
From Shake Milton, getting around the Drummond screen. Milton flipping it up and in.
See the creativity? Bjelica was up on it, moved his feet, contested it pretty well. That is a ridiculously tough shot.
Danny Green's been guarding Warrior guards in the postseason for a long time, and he forced Stephen Curry into the turnover.
Look at Shake. I told you they run a ton of pick and rolls. So if you're one of those people that don't like watching pick and rolls, sorry, I don't know. But Shake Milton loves going to work off of those. Most of his points, I feel like, come off of pick and rolls.
So the Warriors 6 of 16 shooting with the 5 turnovers.
Warriors are in his zone right now. Look at the middle, it's just wide open almost.
And they're forcing some Philly miscues. This is unlike Philadelphia, but if Philly shoots it, they're shooting it at 65%.
Well, this has happened plenty of times this season where the Warriors have switched it up and gone to a zone, and it's helped them get back into games and change things around.
GP2. Yeah, just take your time and then finish. That's your wing guard as the slasher in the dunker spot.
Just the movement without the ball. You can still attack inside.
Korkmaz out of the corner. Let the rebound kick back out to Niang. Open threes being knocked down. Isaiah Joe.
They're one of the best three-point shooting teams in the league, and Isaiah Joe hasn't shot the ball well this season, but he is a shooter out of Arkansas. That's what he's known for.
9% less than a year ago, but as you said, the bona fides are there. The Elite's on the reach-in foul, and that will be free throws.
I like that he's not just settling, though.